mission. And so this is one of those things, and you'll see the kids there already. We haven't gone live yet? I think we are, Ben. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. All right, everybody, give me 1 second. I've just been told that we are not live. Let me just see here. Let's see what we're doing here. So, okay then. All right, so let's try this one more time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone watching. We are hosting our first ever graduation ceremony for Kidpreneurs Certified Educator Program. My name is Sylvia Tam. I am the Educator Success Coach here. I've been working with a group of amazing individuals who share across the responsibilities of being a parent, a entrepreneur, and a educator, and we're combining them all together in this one community. We can collaborate and we can do a lot more as a group. So I'm seeing all our educators come in right now, and I'm so excited to welcome you to your official graduation. And so let me just get started with a few things about our program, and then we're going to start inviting all our educators to come on stage and share with you who they are. So here we go. So amazing to have this done on a Friday, and congratulations, graduates. I'm so excited that you're all here. I'm going to be introducing all of you to everybody in just a second. But in the meantime, let me just fill everybody in at just a little bit of who we are. So Kidpreneurs has been in forefront of kidpreneurship, teaching curriculums, courses, books, you name it, to inspire the young minds. And so the community of empowerment is now a group of educators who are so passionate about driving the entrepreneurial spirit in our kids. So together, by collaborating all our unique skills, our experiences, we're really able to help spark this light in the kids by making sure that they're able to be strong and getting over challenges, maximizing their opportunities, and just building those lifelong skills and habits for a very successful future ahead. So Kidpreneurs program has been around for about 14 years. However, the Kidpreneurs Certified Educators program was only started by a simple realization by the founders, Adam and Matthew Torin, who realized that, you know what, it's about time that educators now bring this entrepreneurial education to a whole new level, to where kids are spending their times in schools, with coaches in the home. And because of that realization, in 2022, they launched a pilot program to kind of give it a trial, test it out. And then it was very well received. So this year they've revamped this whole program with some added educators, added value, and added techniques and teaching techniques from the help of the Hero Intelligence education, which really has been progressively teaching children about personal transformation and ways to teach towards the multiple intelligences. And since then, it has spanned across 12 different countries, embracing the opportunity to join forces with our passion to empower this next generation of young entrepreneurs. So really passionate. This is all coming from the heart. And now we have a quick message from our co-founder, Adam Torin. Here we go. Let's hear what he has to say to everybody. Are you guys hearing Adam's talk? No? Okay, give me a sec. Let's stop share for a second. And all right. see if I can do this
And you
again.
know what? You've made it. And I couldn't be prouder of.
Let's try this again right here. All right.
Hey there,
Yeah.
amazing educators. This is a moment of pure joy and excitement as I am walking here with my son Cash to congratulate each and every one of you on completing your certification and becoming our first ever cohort of Kidpreneurs certified educators. Woohoo! I want you to take a moment and just reflect on this incredible achievement that you've embarked on this journey of growth and dedication and a whole lot of hard work. And you know what? You've made it. And I couldn't be prouder of all of you and all of what you've accomplished. You see, it takes a real special kind of educator, the kind that believes in the power of education to transform lives, the kind that ignites the spark of curiosity in young minds, and the kind that inspires dreams and empowers the next generation of entrepreneurs. So you've not only completed the certification, but also shown an unwavering commitment to your own growth as educators. Your dedication to learning and engaging in the community and supporting one another has been truly awe-inspiring. You've built a network of like-minded individuals sharing ideas, triumphs, challenges along this whole journey that you've been on. And as I reflect on this moment, I'm filled with immense gratitude for having such an incredible community of educators. Each one of you brings a unique set of skills, unique experiences, unique passions, which undoubtedly will have a profound impact on young learners that you'll be working with. Now, as you venture forth as a Kidpreneur certified educator, remember this: you hold the power to ignite massive change, to cultivate entrepreneurial spirit within each student, and to shape each future-filled student with innovation, resilience, and amazing possibilities. And I encourage you to dream big, to embrace creativity, and to continue pushing the boundaries of what's possible in education. Your passion, dedication, and belief in the potential of every student will create ripples that will reach far beyond the classroom. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. The Kidpreneurs community stands strong beside you, offering ongoing support, resources, and a space for collaboration. And together, we will continue to learn, grow, and make a lasting impact on the lives of young entrepreneurs. So, my heartfelt congratulations once again to all of you educators. You are the pioneers, the trailblazers, and the champions of change. And I can't wait to see the incredible things you are all going to achieve as Kidpreneurs certified educators. Let's celebrate this moment and get ready to inspire the new generation of Kidpreneurs. Thank you so much.
That was awesome. So it was very heartfelt. I really think that he and Matthew are just so proud of each and every one of you because you're really spreading the message across oceans, across lands. So a big congrats from both of them and the rest of the team. All right. So here as we process through the whole training program, we loved using quotes. And so let's start off with a quote to kind of kick everything off. Here's a quote from our famous, well-known and well-remembered Sir Ken Robinson. The gardener does not make a plant grow. It doesn't physically make the plant grow, but the job of the gardener is to create optimal conditions. And I think all of us here understand that very well when it comes to raising kids, raising kidpreneurs, and making sure that as educators, we're giving them all the tools and the confidence and the guidance that they need to grow strong because we know they're geniuses. They can do it. It's just a matter of making sure that we have the right environment for them to thrive and grow it. And so in order to do that, what we've been doing is we've been trying to kind of dropping all of those nuggets, those golden nuggets, or what we like to call our milestones. And we've used the whole course and the whole program, something that any adult can actually use to create a business. But we've made it easy to remember by dropping them into our 11 P milestones, right? We've been going through promise, the passion, practice of a lifestyle of an entrepreneur, the purpose of what you're doing it for, having a very well planned, understanding your customers' pathways, discovering how to solve problems, networking, philanthropy, prosperity. What is prosperity, right? And the perspective of seeing things from different angles. These are all helping us to make it easier to teach and make it easier for students to learn about our concepts and our business models. And as we come in with different educators from different backgrounds, I love the fact that everyone's bringing a different area. So if you're, one of our educators is very good with art, she's bringing it in directly through some of our projects like PowerPet, right? PowerPet design. Some are really good with numbers and are really getting into the deep numbers dives of the planning sections. So this is what we're all about, but collaborating our different resources and our different expertise. And that has been a huge, huge value to the community. And of course, we've continuously been in contact. So every day we're messaging in our Educator Central group, allowing all questions, all feedbacks. And I'm sure the educators will understand that, we're growing too. So this is not something that is all, all read and done, because we're growing organically with our community. And when there's something that's needed, we're there to bring it and make it easy for everyone so that everyone can save time. So our educators have been working closely with a few, maybe a little bit more than others, but at the back end, there's a lot of growth and a lot of development happening because of our educators and our coaches behind the scenes. All right. So here we go. We have a group. We have 9 educators that we are graduating for this cohort. And I have a personal relationship with each of them, and I've learned a lot about each of them, and I can't wait for you guys to hear about what they're doing. So educators here, I would love for you all to unmute. Please come on in, and we want to hear your voices. We want to hear everyone's tones and where you're coming from, right? So please feel free to unmute. I appreciate everyone just taking the time to be like, always, you guys are always so high energy, but so respectful when it comes to coming on to meetings and making sure that it's a, perfect classroom. I think that's where it all comes from. Everyone's just so great in terms of classroom settings. We talk about being peaceful and all of that, but what I would love for everyone to do to introduce yourself. They are all from different areas of the world, and let me just go ahead and start, right? So we do have a few members that haven't joined yet. They're from other areas of the world, or they have big families of like 6 kids, and I'm sure they'll be joining us momentarily. But I'm going to go ahead and have us share our story. I'll be first to share with you who I am and kind of my superpower, if you will. So I'm going to stop sharing for a quick second and show everyone's faces and on the screen here. So my name is Sylvia Tam. I am from Los Angeles, California, and I am a mom to 3 kidpreneurs. I am also an entrepreneur of a functional food company, and I am an edupreneur of the Kidpreneurs Educator program, as well as with Hero Intelligence Education. My favorite teaching tool that I like to use is my book. Oh, can you see? The 3 Pigpreneurs. And it's a book that really takes a whole different approach from the original 3 Little Pigs, which everyone in the world knows, to the 3 Little Pigpreneurs, because it takes a different perspectives and that allows kids to feel like they're limitless in bringing the creativity in how to turn one story into however they want it to be. And that's exactly what we demonstrated. So I will love to use this book to share with children on how to see things from a different angle, solve problems, and sometimes even turning some of your enemies into your allies. So stay tuned for that story. And also my favorite part from being in this community in the past 2 months has been just being able to know that I found my tribe. I found the people who I can relate to the most in terms of knowing exactly what we're thinking mindset wise, knowing how we want to nurture the kids. And it's just so much fun to be able to find that group. And that I'm so passionate and so honored to meet each and every one of you. So thank you, everybody. I would love to turn the mic over to the next person on my screen. So next person on my screen is Dawn. Dawn, do you want to come on and introduce yourself?
Hi. My name is Dawn Yoshioka Eberly, and I am from Pasadena, California, just outside of Los Angeles. And my first job, I guess my full-time job, is that I am a mother of two boys who are 7 and almost 10 years old. And I decided to homeschool them when my oldest started kindergarten. So we've been homeschooling for almost the past 4 or 5 years now. But my job prior to my children was that I am an acupuncturist and a chiropractor. I do still have my private practice, which I go into the office twice a week. So that allows me to maintain my entrepreneurial hat on, as well as being a homeschooling mom. I've learned to become an educator. I tell everybody that I truly believe that I think I'm learning more than my children are learning. I learned so much from them, and they are the ones that drove me to kind of open my eyes and realize that this is something that I would love to provide not only for them, but for their peers and for other children, to teach them that there is more to life, to be more creative, to think outside of the box, to really put that entrepreneurial hat on, and discover how they can have a more fulfilling life and follow a passion that they may love. My teaching tool, which my kids love, is the video game controller. So, most kids nowadays can't live without this thing. I think that this is a great opportunity for them to pick their own adventure. They are in control of what they can do, but they can also push and they can learn and really develop great skills to become great leaders in the future. And my experience with this program has been amazing. I did join back in 2002 when I initially got the program. And then when Sylvia came on board, she's been a godsend to this program and has really made it develop into something so much more, and to have a community. Because when I first joined the program, it was just me and just learning on my own, and to have a space where I can meet, like Sylvia said, is to meet your tribe and to learn more about what other people are doing, to hear their ideas, because I am not in the teaching world yet. And so just thinking, how am I going to create a program for other students beyond my own? So thank you, Sylvia, and thank you to all the other leaders of the Certified Kidpreneur Educator program. It's been a lovely experience.
That was beautiful. Thank you, Dawn. Dawn, you're probably the one that's closest to me, huh? Everybody else is quite a distance away, but bringing it all together. Thank you so much for sharing. And Dawn's been so helpful in leading the way in homeschooling and how to bring about homeschool programs into Kidpreneurs, or Kidpreneurs into homeschool programs. All right, up next, I've got Paul. Paul, you okay to come on up?
Yeah, sure. Good afternoon, everyone, or good morning,
Perfect.
or wherever you happen to be. I think it's early morning for most of you. My name is Paul Dixon. I run a company called Bright Life Learning. We're based in the northwest of England in the United Kingdom. And the role of my company is to help young people unlock abilities beyond their expectations. And that involves a series of courses, including, of course, the Kidpreneurs program, but also growth mindset and money management for young people. My background is that I've spent most of my working life in various training roles, and have traveled the world teaching leadership, entrepreneurship, business, and also strategic management. And when I wasn't working, I was helping bring up 2 children who are now both grown up, and working in the past as a scout leader, teaching young people self-reliance type skills. So when I saw the Kidpreneur program, I thought, wow, this is an absolute opportunity for me to use some of my experience and my knowledge to actually bring something very concrete to young people. My teaching tool actually is the calculator. Oh, I'm in the wrong position. Is a calculator, and this is a very big calculator with huge buttons, which I think is ideal for teaching young children. And actually, it's the preferred type of calculator that most accountants use. Big buttons, big display, and they can just bash out the numbers. And I took the trouble, Sylvia, to modify your own book to include, if I can get this in here, you can just about see that your
we see it.
two little Kidpreneurs have now got a calculator. And I think that's a valuable contribution to them.
That makes sense.
And yeah, and the reason for the calculator is that there is a section of the program which looks at how the young people cost their business, how they work out the revenues, the costs, the break-even point, etc. And that's all good stuff that really is, the bedrock of the adult world of business. And being able to calculate simple things like percentages to work out what your percentage profit margin is, and then follow that each time you, for example, run your lemonade stall and work out what the profitability was of that particular occasion. It's a great thing for the young people to track and to be able to see an improvement in those numbers. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I think I've said all I need to say.
Yeah, and maybe just a little bit about all your experience here in Educator Central with everyone.
Oh, yes. Well, it's been a fabulous few weeks, actually. I think about 12 weeks in this program. And I've had great support from both Sylvia and Tammy. And it's been great to network with other like-minded people as well. I think the program is an ideal way of starting a small business that involves teaching young people. And I would recommend it to anyone. The level of support from the Kidpreneur educating leadership team has been absolutely fantastic. So I would basically endorse everything that Dawn said about the support she's had.
Awesome. And I just love whenever, Paul, you're adding your comments and your expertise into all of the messages that everyone's posting. You add a lot of detail to it. So I really, really, really do appreciate that.
Oh, I did forget one thing about me that very few people outside my immediate family know anything about.
Oh, what is that?
Just before the lockdown, 2017, I got involved with a local community hall here, a fairly big community hall, and I turned it, or helped turn it, from a dusty old community hall that was really failing into a very vibrant community centre. And within that, we built a music and comedy venue, which is now, every weekend there's something on there, and usually it's a full house, which is great to see.
Wow, that is a big undertaking, but what a high value for the community. Well, thank you for sharing that. And I think that you also mentioned that you're looking into doing some of these Kidpreneurs camps in different sites. Is this going to be one of those locations?
Yeah, obviously that's a big step, because to recruit people who are going to be there, every week during the summer is going to be some undertaking. But I'm certainly going to pilot it. And as with the music and comedy venue, it really was a concept test. And it's a case with any concept test: try, fail, realize why you failed, and try again. And I think that's the message for young entrepreneurs as well. Recognize that trying is part of the journey to success. Fortunately, the music venue was a success first time around. And hopefully this will be too.
Right. And I'm sure it was a team effort, and that makes a big difference when you try as a team, and it makes that success rate much higher. The key is to have fun, right? Exactly. When you're having fun, that things are in flow, and the success level is much, much higher. Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much. All right, Ruchi, are you good? Let's get Ruchi up here. There you go. Hi.
Yes. Hi, everybody. Good to see you all. So my name is Ruchi, and I am from Bay Area, California. And I am an accountant. I'm CPA by profession and yoga instructor by passion. So between the two of that, I am busy professionally working, working in tax during the tax seasons, and then teaching yoga classes to all ages. And I love teaching kids the most and teaching outdoor classes the most. And so besides that, when I'm not working, I am mom to 3 kidpreneurs. And they started, so the youngest is 7, and then 11 and 13 years old. And they started their business venture a couple years before the lockdown. so they have their own yoga business called Yoga for Kids by Kids. And that's what inspired me to teach that other children that how important it is to sow the seeds of entrepreneurship at a young age, because I saw them firsthand how much they learned over the years, and how with each age as they are passing through now, coming to middle school, how much they have developed over the years, and how we learned, they learned firsthand how difficult it was to sell a service, and at the same time when there are other fancy kids selling their fancy stuff. So they learn how to articulate themselves and sell yoga. And so that's what the lessons we learn from each other. So as same for me as a yoga instructor. And so I love Kidpreneurs platform. I'm so glad to be part of this community, because they're amazing resources, amazing community that we have here. Love the access to great minds like Sylvia and Tammy. And we can bounce off our ideas through each other and explore each other's expertise. So I love being Kidpreneurs. It's great, it's a great place that you help kids achieve their dream. And I'm so glad to be here. It's been a lovely experience. And yeah, so my teaching tool is this yoga chime. This is the Dingsha bells, and this I use in my yoga classes. And it's a chime where makes a long resonating sound when you ring the bell. And so I tell the children to focus on the long resonating sound, which helps them to focus and calm their minds. And just like in anything in entrepreneurship and for kids, they need clarity and they need to be present. And this is exactly what it will do is tune out all the other distractions and tune in within themselves and help be focused, more present, and focus on what needs to be done. So yeah, so this Dingsha bells that I use all the time, it helps in a great way to bring focus and bring everybody to the present moment. And yeah, so that's about it. Thank you, everybody. Great to be here. Love seeing you all and your comments and messages.
And Richie, I think that's great that you bring the calm in all of us. When you have that bell there, and it just kind of starts us off really, really in a peaceful place. So I love that you use your tool as a focus so that kids just kind of get into the routine of knowing that that's how you start class. Also, the fact that your kids, you're the older, right? The older two, they're just so on it that it's going to be really great that they're going to help support your business as you go into the schools that you talked about, that you're going to start programs with, and having just the kids around us are already doing great things to kind of inspire the younger kids is awesome. It's so great that you have that. So excited for you. Super excited for you, Richie.
Great. Thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you. All right. And so Andy, let's bring up Andy. Here we go. Hey.
Hello. Hi, everybody. So I am Andy Hunt, and I am in Tampa, Florida. I started a nonprofit, Wisdom and Wonder Center for Kids, about 2 years ago. And as I started that, I also began homeschooling. So hi, homeschoolers. While I was homeschooling, my son started seeing me with my business, and he had lots of questions about what I was doing and why I was doing it, which led us to find Kidpreneurs and opportunities for him to start his own business. I would like to give a shout out to Danielle, who's watching today, because she's a big Kidpreneur advocate. And as my son became infatuated with the Kidpreneur world, he fell in love with Danielle, and so did I. And she is how I found this program. So every step kind of built on top of each other. So me starting a business, my son starting a business, us finding Danielle, and finding there's a whole Kidpreneur community out there. It was just an amazing process. And then we fell in love with it too. So to find out that there were more and more kids who wanted to take this path but did not know how, this just seemed like a perfect opportunity to just keep teaching kids on how to grow no matter where they were, whether they already had a business and wanted to build their business or they just did not know where to start. So this program has been life-changing for me. It's just been very motivational. It's been encouraging. It's opened me up to ideas and things that I never thought or considered. And it's been a lot of fun the whole time. So, and it's been stress-free. Like it's just the perfect course where you can take it at your own pace and you at no point feel like you're by yourself. You're surrounded with a community that's willing to chip in and offer support. Feedback is almost immediate, and there's tons of resources for you to explore. So it's been a great journey for me. My tool, which I was already able to use with talking at a Kidpreneur, it was like a little seminar. I used the popsicle stick to show how one individual can be strong but fragile. And then as networking comes along, using a team of people, it is almost unbreakable. So I loved using this as a way to show how important networking is, team building is, and trusting your peers.
Awesome. That's amazing. Wow. Can you tell us a little bit more about your kidpreneur for a second? He was on our adventure of weights and it was amazing.
Yeah, so his name is Elliot and he's 7 years old. He started coming up with the idea of his business right right before he turned 6. So he's a 5-year-old. And he wanted to, we were actually learning how to important people in history who use sewing techniques to either communicate or help their families. And
Okay.
so he wanted to learn how to create pillows, which he calls fluff puffs. And as he started making the fluff puffs, he had to make very critical decisions. Sewing takes a very long time for a 5-year-old. What are some other ways to do it? What are some cost-effective ways to do it? And so he created a business around his fluff puffs called Fluff Puffs and Other Stuff. And he absolutely loves every bit of it. It's continuing to grow. He looks for every opportunity to share and talk to people and add things to his collection. So he truly inspires me. I think I learned how to operate my business through helping him with his. But we are teammates. He calls me his assistant, and I call him my assistant when depending on which business we're working with at the time.
That's such a beautiful bond, right? To be able to
Yeah.
bond on something that gives you so many activities and ideas. Like, I feel like when you go out somewhere, anything you pick up can be a discussion topic and be like, oh, there's another idea. There's another idea,
It
right?
really is.
Amazing, amazing. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that that is like just one divine time, everything just one after another, right?
Yeah,
So beautiful story. Thank you so much for sharing every
no
step of
problem.
the way. I really, really appreciate that. Love it. All right. So I'm going to bring on Stephanie next. Hey, Stephanie. I know Stephanie's actually away a little bit from home. So thank you for making a time to come in here with us.
Yeah, hi everybody. Hi Sylvia. Thanks for having me. Yeah, actually on a family vacation right now. So pardon my background and everything. Yeah, so my name is Stephanie. I'm from Singapore. I'm based in Singapore, and I am a co-founder of a startup myself called Creatopia. So, and besides that, I also run a couple of e-commerce businesses myself. So I'm a entrepreneur in that sense, but my core business in Creatopia is the core mission of it is actually to help kids discover their inner passion. What is the thing that's driving them to what is their creative ambitions, basically, and helping them to find it. And once they are able to find it and work their way towards it, to be able to fulfill their like lifelong dream or passion that they have, so that they become fulfilled human beings and be able to like give back to society in their own way. So that's kind of like the mission for Creatopia. And I think majority of you guys are in, living in the States or in some parts of Europe. I'm based in Asia, and I mean the Asian culture is very much on academic success, as I don't know if many of you are aware, but there is a lot of pressure from Asian parents on academic success here, and so much so that I think a lot of kids are unable to let themselves find their own voice of what is it that they're actually pursuing. So I think that's why when I chanced upon Kidpreneur, I was very much like, okay, this is a good program. I think it's very much needed here. So that's why I jumped on the bandwagon and I got onto it. And now I have something that not only resonates with what I have already started with for Creatopia, but is kind of laid out in a very structured and easy to understand manner for the kids to follow. So I'm truly, truly grateful for that. So I think like Dawn, I was also in the 2020 batch, the first, maybe, I don't know if it's the first one, but the batch that kind of got on to, and was a little bit lost, but I think later on, I think when Sylvia reached out and then they did this whole revamp of the program, it has made it a lot easier, and it made it easy for me to connect with the like-minded educators like all of you here, and this level of support. Like I feel like I have someone to reach out to. I have a person that I can talk to instead of just emailing. So I'm really grateful for that, and I'm really, really happy to be part of this community. I alongside with Jen Lin, who's based in Hong Kong, I think we are the only two educators now out of the Asia side. We're hoping to actually kickstart this movement on the Asia front, and hoping to create a ripple effect and helping Asian kids to be to have that entrepreneur mindset, and just go get it, kind of thing. So yeah, thanks for having me.
That was great. And Jenna, you talked about Jenna and I mentioned her name. Stephanie, also we can't wait to see how you integrate the art piece of it and really bring about like the entrepreneurial from your little artists, how that kind of becomes a extension of what you're offering your children, their kids right now, to make it so that it becomes something at kind of a next level and growth from there. So keep us in the loop. We can't wait to get inspirations from you too on how to teach the kids more from an artistic point of view. And that's going to be really beneficial for all of us. So we can't miss out on art and music and movement like yoga and all of that. So super powerful that you guys are all coming in together with different skill sets. Just love it. Thank you so much, Stephanie. And Dawn Henson. We have two Dawns in the house. So it always is fun when we talk about Dawn and we have to make sure we know who we're talking to. So hey Dawn, and welcome.
Hi, thank you so much. I apologize for being late. Had a little bit of difficulty getting in, but thank you guys for having me, and I'm very excited to be here. As you mentioned, Dawn Hanson, my title's on the bottom. I call myself an adolescent growth coach. My company is Epic Kids. I'm located in northeastern Pennsylvania. So it's actually a little bit later than where you guys are at, but yes, I'm a mom of 5 and an entrepreneur. I run multiple businesses, but I have a massive passion for teaching kids life skills, financial literacy, and entrepreneurship. I just believe that it's so important to be able to put those options in front of kids and let them know that they don't have to be an adult to start a business. They can be creative, they can find their true passion and utilize that, and do what they love, instead of what the standard society says to go work for somebody else, and potentially a situation that you're not so happy with. So, finding a passion, finding what drives them, and then creating a business out of that, I think is so, so very important. And I'm so happy for this opportunity. The teaching and the coaching that you guys have offered is great. I love the whole revamp of the program, has been amazing. As it was mentioned before, just being able to connect with others and throw ideas around, and all the resources that you guys have have provided have been absolutely amazing. So super grateful for that. I'm really excited to, to get this program up and running. I've had some workshops for financial literacy and looking to get the entrepreneurship workshops out there as well, and camps and things of that nature. So just really excited about what's to come. And I think that this is so very important. I actually was introduced to Kidpreneurs a few years ago, and I was looking for something for my kids. I bought the book, and when I found out that there was an opportunity to get a certification, and I was just really excited about that. And again, very thankful for all that you guys have, all the hard work that you've done to put this together for all of us. So thank you.
And Dawn, you're always ready to go with all your marketing. Look at, your titles there, everything's ready to go, right? And I tell you, with that many kids and that many businesses going on, it's not easy. So I really applaud you for everything that you do for your passion.
Thank you.
I love
Thank
that.
you so much.
Well, I know that each of you have showed who you are. It's really a great representation right now. I can really feel how we're all integrating all our skills and what we love doing together. We have a few more educators that aren't here yet. We definitely have them introduce themselves if they can when they get in. But in the meantime, I do want to go back to sharing my screen, because as promised, we do have a couple of special recognitions we want to shout out to. So let me just bring on this presentation once more. All right. So we have, everyone has been, doing their demo classes, doing their exams, verifying that, oh, wow, they've really, understood the concept of how we teach kidpreneurship, because the great thing about it is everyone's already familiar with the process of how to create a business, how to become a successful business, and how to teach it is the amazing part of the course. But amongst all of this, we are in ourselves transforming our personal growth as well. And I wanted to give a special shout out to someone that we want to award the Resilient Star Award to. And this educator exudes unwavering passion and determination throughout the training program, inspiring others with her exceptional drive and positive attitude. So we would like to present this to Dawn Hansen, of course. I just have to tell you, because, she was the first one to finish the course. She was the first one to submit her video. And let me tell you, her video was done when all her kids were quietly sleeping. So, and, even for her getting on this call, she was, trying to get on. And I know how much, that took for her to just hang in and not give up, and I was like, where's Dawn? I know she's coming, right? So I don't know any better person that would deserve this more than Dawn. So
thank you so
congratulations,
much.
Dawn. And I don't know how you do it. I think it's just, as you said, you're so passionate,
We
right?
make it work, as parents, we do what we need to, and if we want to get it done, we find a way. And and just teaching that to our kids and the kids that we're able to work with. I appreciate it. Yes, very, very driven and motivated, and just doing my best like everybody else. So thank you so much for the recognition. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you. All right. So next up, we have what we call our Community Champion Award. We're celebrating the educator who has actively fostered a sense of community, promoting collaboration, leadership, and inclusivity amongst all her fellow educators. Not sure if you guys know who this might be, but here we go. We're presenting this award to Paul. Oh my God, amazing, Paul. Amazing. Paul, you have always been so, first off, polite. I love the way that you present yourself, and you just, are always so courteous and so dry. Anyone can feel free to chime in, because, Paul's always with a very, very detailed description, and it's like he studied what we wrote and really paid attention and responds with ideas that are like great ideas. So Paul, we really appreciate all your engagement and making this a true community.
Well, thank you. That was a big surprise. I have to say, I wasn't expecting anything like this, and I'm just, part of the team, and that's the way I like to think. But thank you very much for the award. On the politeness, I think it's the English way, but if you look at our government, you won't necessarily think it's the English way anymore. Thank you,
And
Sylvia.
and Paul, I've always loved your sense of humor into our group. Although you say that you're not as fun yet as we might be, but I absolutely disagree with that. I think you're super fun, and I love the type, and I loved your demo class, and bringing in all the different types of tools that you were using too. By the way, all the classes were amazing, showing all the different things and tools that you guys are using, and your styles is just perfect. It's been great. I personally enjoyed watching all of them. All right. And then we have one more recognition. This spotlights an educator who fearlessly explores uncharted territory in education with their innovative approach and willingness to take risks. They inspire others and leave a lasting impact. All right. And this award we call the Trailblazer Award. Very cool name. We are awarding it to, oh, oh, wait a second, it did not pop up. It actually is Jen Len. So Jen Len is not here at this moment. I'm sure that she'll watch this replay. Jen Len has been one that I spoke to when before she joined, and it's funny how her picture's not appearing because maybe she's not in the room right now. So she was the one that knew that in Hong Kong it wasn't something that was much talked about and not very much applied. So she has several education centers, and she works with lots of students after school. And I think she was just so passionate because she comes from New York. So she was just so passionate about bringing this to Hong Kong. She was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. And now she's in the process of offering amazing camp with college too, a university out there. And so we're very excited for her to bring this into a culture that is an untapped and uncharted territory. So, and I know that she's already tapping in with Stephanie on doing this potentially together and growing together. So we love the fact that you guys are doing it, in partnership. So congratulations to Jen Len. All right. So now we're going to head over to a closing message from our COO, Benjamin. There you are, Benjamin. Let me just stop share for a second. And there we go.
Hey everyone, I am so excited to see all of you here. First of all, congratulations. I know how much work all of you put into your certifications, staying up late early, coming to calls really late, really early. It's definitely a dedication to be Kidpreneurs certified educators, and all of you guys have definitely passed that test. Sylvia has shown me a bit of your videos as well, and I'm so excited to see everything that you'll do actually out there in the field. I've had the pleasure of meeting or emailing some of you, but I know you guys are all amazing, and just wanted to let you guys know how much all of us at Kidpreneurs really appreciate the hard work you put into this and how excited we all are to see what you can do.
And Ben, how does it feel to be the one that everyone goes to you to solve problems, huh?
Yeah, it can be stressful at times, but it's always satisfying just helping everyone out, making sure everyone is happy and getting what they need.
Yeah, and Ben's been the one that's supporting all of the technical, things are happening in Educator Central with the, bulk ordering your books, all your access to certain websites, all of that. So he'll continue to be our support. And so don't be shy. You know where to reach him in Educator Central. He's always quick to the rescue. So thank you, Ben.
Thank you all.
All right, awesome. So I think we're almost coming to a close here. We'll definitely have a lot more to share as we go, but I want to just finish off here with saying that I officially welcome you to the alumni community. Because you are all certified, you are going to continue to be in our community as our founding members. Okay, this is really big deal because we're definitely going to make sure that our founding members have a lot of contribution to nurturing where this is going. This is a start to something very long term, and we want to make sure that we still see you on all the live calls. Be sure to come in as a community call. It's not just Q&A with Tammy and myself, but also to just connect with everybody, right? You'll have privilege of seeing yourself very soon as our Kidpreneurs websites gets revamped as well, to seeing yourself have a listing on the global directory. So all our Kidpreneurs families, don't be shy to reach out to our educators directly with all that they're offering to to you. We'll also be having our camp coming up very soon in July, which is our first camp, which offers opportunities for all our educators to train on the camp live with kids, with some of us in more hero intelligence guides, and then also be hired to facilitate the camps with us on a monthly basis. We are also obviously have a big event coming in the end of the year. We're going to call this the Educator Empowerment Expo, where we're going to have lots of, very experienced individuals in the educator space as well as entrepreneurship come on in, and everyone can share what you're doing. It's going to be a really fun event. Don't worry, it's going to be virtual, so you don't have to come over to California just yet. That will come one day. And the continued support from myself, the whole team, curriculum updates, and all the exclusive perks as you're seeing coming in of different partners and, partner programs and, special ideas and deals and all that kind of fun stuff is all within your reach. So thank you for making this happen, creating our first alumni group. We're really, really excited. And if I can just end off with a quote, do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and lead a trail. And that really touches my heart, because it is the truth that it is not going to be easy. We're going to, have to find that path for ourselves in each of our communities, in each of our local areas. But it's not going to be hard because we have each other to support. We're going to be there supporting, making this a team effort, so you're not doing this alone. So we keep this fun and light. But from that point, let's talk about one last thing is you are officially graduated. So if any of you have printed out your certificate, please share us with us now. We would love to see. Awesome. I'm going to stop sharing so we can see everyone's faces here. Feel free to unmute, guys. I want you guys to just make this a fun, relaxing moment. Unmute. My gosh, look at everybody. And if you have that filter with the hats that you can turn on right now, this is a perfect opportunity to put on those hats. Just go to your video, choose your video filter and put that hat on. I'm going to put my hat on too. I'm not a graduate, but hey, I'm a graduate. Yay. Awesome. You just go to your video, go to choose video filter, and you'll get to see your hat right there. And there you go. Look at everyone looks so good with a hat on. If you have your beverage too with you, let's do a big cheers. Come on, guys, unmute so that we can all do it. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. You brought it over with you. Awesome. So I've got my lemon water in hand, if you can see. So cheers, everybody. Congratulations.
Cheers. Thank you.
Ooh, this is awesome. I had a lot of fun cheering you guys on.
How do you put the hat on?
Yeah, just go to video, go to your video button, choose video filter.
Video filter. Oh my God, I'm so bad at this.
No worries.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh, there's Andy's hat there. Awesome.
Video filters.
Yeah, video filters. I'm going to take a quick picture with everybody here. Let's see if we get a quick picture here.
I'm so sorry. It's not happening on my side.
No worries. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. All right. Let me just see if we get
I'll just do this.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, here we go. Ready? Smile. All right. I think I got that. All right. So tell me, guys, your July is coming soon. Everyone planning for their programs and their courses coming up soon? For July? Anyone feel free to share? Who's looking forward to their camps and their courses coming out in July? How about August? Yeah,
Our financial literacy camp going on at the end of July. So that's exciting. And now be able to work in some kidpreneur stuff in there too. So
yeah,
excited about that.
Fantastic. And I know that Andy has something going on soon in the Florida and Kidpreneurs Club over there, right?
Yes, we're working on it. I think we're pushing it back to the fall just to give parents some time. They're all traveling right now. So we're planning for the fall.
That's true. Also, I know each of you are already talking in conversation. So cheers to you guys for a fantastic experience throughout the whole process. I can't wait to hear and continue to connect with each of you. And for anyone who's watching, thank you for staying all the way till the end. We did it. It's our first time, and there's always a first time for everything. We're learning in progress, but it is super fun to do this. So I look forward to seeing you guys very soon, and probably even next week when we are on our call. All right. Great job, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.